Hello. Day 6 of 30 Days of Love in the Seattle rain. And what I've talked about in these past couple days is that love is a place to come from, a filter to look through. And so let's talk about love and anger, because that's been the hardest one for me personally. And when I was first learning about emotions and how emotions work, I took this class, and the guy who's a psychologist, he was talking about anger as a tertiary emotion, like a reactive emotion to other emotions. So, like, if you look underneath anger, if you take a moment, why are you actually angry? Where is this actually coming from? What you will find most of the time is that there are other emotions underneath that. And so, if anger is a tertiary emotion, so the third emotion, then the secondary emotion may be something like sadness or hurt. And then the primary emotion, the first emotion that comes from, is probably something like fear, most likely. So, in my own journey of anger, it's something that I've talked about on social media. It's also something that I've just been working through in my personal life. And coming from love, having this commitment to come from love and unpacking what that is for myself, a lot of the time for me, it does go anger. And then if I really unpack it, then there's sadness. And then if I really unpack that, then there's fear and being afraid of something. And so, in coming from love, there is, and it all starts with you, right? Looking at, why is this emotion coming up for me? Why is it coming up for me so strong? What is here for me? And then, in understanding that about yourself, then it is easier, not easy, easier to come from love, because now you have an understanding of yourself. You have an understanding of where you're coming from. And then that makes it easier to come from understanding, come from compassion with other people or the situation. And so it gives you a broader lens to look from. And when you have a broader lens to look from, then you're coming from a response, you're coming from choice. And so you can choose to come from love, right? In this philosophical discussion that we're having over these 30 days that, like, I'm totally here for. I hope you're here for it. Anyway, I love you. Let me know what you got out of this video in the comments. And we're all in this together. And I will see you